how do you see with all the chaos that's happening, चाहे वो politics में हो, चाहे वो सड़कों पे हो, how do you view भारत having changed?
कहाँ नहीं है, कहाँ changes नहीं है? From the infrastructure to the road development, to the airport development, to I don't know how many schemes, to Aadhaar card, to biometrics, to Digi Yatra, to this is like the list is endless.
नॉर्थ इंडिया में जनरल परसेप्शन ये है कि महिलाएं सेफ नहीं होती, स्पेशली अगर कोई बाहर से आती है महिला तो
I think a man who is wanting to be violent, he can be violent in any country.
out of the entire map of the world, what made you come to India?
इंडिया मुझे चूज किया, मैंने इंडिया नहीं चूज किया.
Across the world, they are trying to portray them as these villains who are,
I don't understand how after 7th October and seeing the pictures, the videos and everything that has come from there, how people can just stand up and say they have done this to themselves. I mean, I'm German. I have this history. I grew up with a lot of guilt about something that was not even mine.
Do you think Bollywood is very harsh to
Yes.
outsiders?
Yes. We have great movies. We have Kantara. We have Durandar. We have these really outstanding movies. But the formula is still going on.
आज की बातचीत शुरू करने से पहले एक छोटा सा निवेदन। अगर आपको भारतीय संस्कृति, इतिहास और राजनीति के बारे में जानना अच्छा लगता है तो इस पॉडकास्ट को फॉलो करें ताकि कोई एपिसोड मिस ना हो। उत्तिष्ठत जागृत प्राप्य वरान्नि बोधत, अराइज, अवेक एंड स्ट्राइव फॉर नॉलेज। नमस्कार। आज इंडिक पेन पर हमारे साथ हैं सुजैन बर्नर्ट, जर्मनी से भारत आई एक ऐसी एक्ट्रेस जिन्होंने पिछले 20 सालों में इंडिया को सिर्फ देखा नहीं है बल्कि डीपली एक्सपीरियंस किया है। बॉलीवुड और इंडियन टेलीविजन में काम करते हुए सुजैन ने भारत को एक आउटसाइडर की नज़र से भी देखा है और धीरे धीरे एक इनसाइडर की तरह भी समझा है। इस कॉन्वर्सेशन में हम बात करेंगे चेंजिंग इंडिया की। वुमेन सेफ्टी को लेकर दुनिया जो नैरेटिव बनाती है, क्या ग्राउंड रियलिटी वैसी ही है? एक फॉरेन एक्ट्रेस के लिए बॉलीवुड का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा? इंडियन सोसाइटी, रिलेशनशिप्स और स्पिरिचुअलिटी में उन्हें क्या सबसे ज़्यादा यूनिक लगा? और 20 साल बाद क्या भारत अब उनके लिए सिर्फ एक कंट्री है या फिर एक घर बन चुका है? एक ऑनेस्ट, लेयर्ड और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्वर्सेशन सिर्फ इस एपिसोड में। आइए शुरू करते हैं। सो लेट्स डाइव राइट इनटू दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन विद सुजैन बर्नर्ट। नमस्कार सुजैन जी,
नमस्ते।
आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है द इंडिक
धन्यवाद,
पेन।
धन्यवाद.
आपको लगभग 20 साल हो चुके हैं
हाँ जी।
भारत में।
Yes.
Before we go on to the aspect or the part where you first entered the country and how it all came about, I would love to know of your opinion about today's Bharat. How do you see with all the chaos that's happening, चाहे वो politics में हो, चाहे वो सड़कों पे हो, how do you view Bharat having changed? Has it at all changed in your view in the last 2 decades?
हाँ, बिल्कुल चेंज हुआ, बिल्कुल चेंज किया. मैं विकास देख रही हूँ. और जो लोग वो पूछ रहे हैं इंस्टाग्राम में, आई गॉट द क्वेश्चन, गिव 3 एग्जाम्पल. ऐसे इतने सारे एग्जाम्पल्स है कि मेरा कोई अंत नहीं है कि मैं एक्सप्लेन कर सकती हूँ. कहाँ नहीं है, कहाँ चेंजेस नहीं है. फ्रॉम द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर टू द रोड डेवलपमेंट, टू द एयरपोर्ट डेवलपमेंट, to I don't know how many schemes, to Aadhaar card, to biometrics, to Digi Yatra, to this is like the list is endless.
But जब आप आए थे आज से 20 साल पहले, that was the time when the current Modi government or the regime was not in power.
Yes.
तो आपने एक तरह से दोनों साइड ऑफ पावर्स देखी हैं। एक कांग्रेस रिजीम भी देखी है जब वो थी, आई थिंक सेकेंड टर्म में रही होगी जब आप आए, और उसके बाद से पिछले 12 सालों से आप जो है मोदी रिजीम को देख रहे हैं। अगर उस एस्पेक्ट से बात करें तो महिलाओं का एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट मुद्दा उठता है हर बार कि महिलाओं की सेफ्टी, सुरक्षा, स्पेशली दिल्ली में ले अगर हम आप अभी रिसेंटली शिफ्ट हुए हैं इस साइड, बॉम्बे इज़ लॉट मोर कंसिडर्ड टू बी लॉट मोर सेफर फॉर वुमेन, बट नॉर्थ इंडिया में जनरल परसेप्शन ये है कि महिलाएं सेफ नहीं होती। स्पेशली अगर कोई बाहर से आती है महिला तो because of the language, because of the kind of probably understanding of the culture initially, ये भी एक प्रॉब्लम बहुत सुनने को मिलती है कि उनको हासिल किया जा रहा है, उनको ट्रबल किया जा रहा है, सड़क पे लोग ढंग से बिहेव नहीं करते हैं। आप उसमें कुछ अंतर देखती हैं? पहली बात तो डू यू थिंक कि एक पॉलिटिकल रिजीम के चेंज होने से महिलाओं की सुरक्षा में वाक़ई कुछ अंतर पड़ता है या ये एक समाज का एक्सेप्टेंस बढ़ने का प्रोसेस है? आप इसको किस तरह से देखती हैं?
Okay, first of all, when I came, my whole concentration सिर्फ एक्टिंग के ऊपर थी.
हुँ,
सो मैं इतना ध्यान नहीं दिया क्योंकि बहुत ओवरवेलमिंग कंट्री है. यहाँ पहुँचने के बाद इतने सारे चीज़ें होते रहते यार, भाषा अलग है, खाना अलग है, मौसम अलग है, तो एंड आई वाज जस्ट थ्रोन इनटू बालाजी right in the
हुँ,
beginning, so I
हुँ।
was in Kasauti Zindagi Ki,
या आई रिकॉल
or
दैट
that is like 16-hour days, 18-hour days, and
व्हिच वाज़ नेवर हर्ड ऑफ इन जर्मनी बैक इन जर्मनी?
नहीं, मैं जर्मनी में एक्टिंग नहीं
एक्टिंग नहीं करते थे।
इतना नहीं किया. मैंने
जी,
सिर्फ स्टेज डेब्यू वहाँ पे किया.
जी।
आई वाज जस्ट ऑन स्टेज.
हुँ,
एंड आई कैन जस्ट से ये पहली बार मैं आई थी 2004 एक छुट्टी के लिए. आई वाज इनवाइटेड बाय प्रोड्यूसर डायरेक्टर टू बी विद हिज फैमिली, एंड मैंने पूछा मैं कैसे जाऊँ टाउन, टैक्सी कैसे ले सकते. अरे यार, हम नहीं मालूम है टैक्सी कैसे, तो वो ढूंढ ढूंढ के वो कोई नंबर निकाला, किसी को बुलाया वो टैक्सी मिलने के लिए, और
अच्छा।
टाउन में एलिक पदमसी मिलने के लिए गए
हुँ,
थे.
हुँ,
तो वहाँ मिलने के बाद मैंने सोचा अभी कैसे वापस आना है अंधेरी.
हुँ,
So I knew about Linking Road and Andheri, and I knew I'm in town somewhere.
हुँ,
And that was before internet, that was before mobile phones, that was before everything, 2004. Like, and somebody said, take the bus.
हुँ,
सो बस बीच में है बिल्कुल. आई वाज लाइक मैं अभी एक दो घंटे के ऊपर मैं बस में हूँ. आई नीड टू गो टू द टॉयलेट. मैं क्या करूँ, मैं क्या करूँ.
हुँ,
सो आई वाज जस्ट लाइक आई गॉट आउट समवेयर. ऐसे बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकी थी. आई गॉट आउट. आई वेंट इनटू अ शॉप. दे वर सेलिंग आई कांट टेल यू वेयर इट वाज
ओके।
because everything was
जस्ट रैंडमली
so
या
randomly. I just saw a shop. I went in. They were selling televisions, and they were saying हम लोगों के पास तो है ही नहीं. they were टूटा फूटा अंग्रेजी. मेरा
हुँ,
कोई हिंदी नहीं थी उसी
हुँ,
टाइम. So they were like, okay. So a watchman came, took me to a school where I could go,
हुँ,
and he made sure I crossed the road in the right way. He brought me back to the shop. I said thank you, thank you, thank you, and from there I tried to get a rickshaw to take me, and it worked out. So from the moment I came, I never had a feeling of people hassling me or people taking advantage of me or people not. I never felt unsafe, to tell you the truth.
हुँ,
It didn't matter under which government. So maybe that was the Bombay charm, that when I was taking a rickshaw home at 2 in the morning, the rickshaw guy was sitting outside and waiting until I was inside my flat.
हुँ।
Yeah. So that was
Basically,
like,
probably what you're trying to say is that it talks a lot more about the people and the culture
yeah, I think
of a
so.
particular city than the governments
I think
really.
so, because in 20 years I have not been propositioned or harassed or made feel insecure or weird in any way by anybody.
Mm,
So touch wood. It's like I know experiences are there. I'm not downplaying this. I'm not saying it's not happening to women. I know it's happening,
mm,
and it is a serious thing. But that's also a certain mindset, and to combine that mindset with the country, I think a man who is wanting to be violent, he can be violent in any country.
any country,
Yeah,
true.
I mean, Sweden is having a higher statistics in rape cases than India is having in percentages.
And yet NYT and WAPO cover the Indian,
Yeah, because it's
uh,
convenient, no?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge country, and people do not understand that we also have a lot of more car accidents. We have a lot of more births every day, yeah, that other countries are not having in a week or maybe in a month.
Mm,
So to take this and say, oh, we should be like Singapore or we should be like Switzerland. अरे यार सोचो यार, हल्का सा ये ध्यान से देखो किस देश के बारे में बात कर रही है यार. भारत is so huge. किसी ने पूछा इंटरव्यू में, why are you so infatuated or what is so special about it? I said, show me a country where I'm taking a plane from Bombay to Hyderabad. I'm still in India, लेकिन अलग culture है, अलग खाना है, अलग अलग सब अलग है, लेकिन फिर भी दिल तो हिंदुस्तानी. Like, I think it's a very strong Indianness in everybody. But at the same time, they have their own beautiful culture, different different style of acting as well, different style of making
true,
movies.
true.
So for an actor, an artist like me, it's super exciting.
I'm sure. I'm sure. From what I mean, I think that's also to do with a lot of civilizational, concept of what Bharat really is, which is why probably you never see a difference in the way people conduct themselves city to city, even though, you know, as you said, even though the regimes change. But वहीं पे एक regime ऐसी है जो अभी we've ousted them in Bengal,
Yes.
जहाँ पे वाकई महिलाओं को धीरे धीरे they had started to feel threatened, they had started to feel the, you know, the inability to even speak out and speak up.
Yeah, see who has won, in which seat, and you will understand. 3 women, 3 strong women, they have won seats, and their picture has been trending on Twitter and X, and I'm very happy about that. It's a big sign. It's a huge sign.
Do you go back to Germany in between? Do you take trips?
Usually I try to
So
go
are you in
back.
touch with also what happens in Germany?
Yeah, it is not looking that good.
I was about to come to
Economy-wise.
that. Not just
Economy-wise
economy
and-
wise, but also I think I think Merkel has been a lot under, you know, fire for allowing people to come into Germany and
Unregulated. We're not saying don't come, we're saying it should have been more regulated. I think the problem was that just everything was opened and then there was a flood. Yeah, and if it's a flood, you can't regulate it.
Before we move ahead, just a small reminder to hit the subscribe button. But do you see that it has started to impact the culture, the intrinsic culture of Germany as well?
I can say what I'm seeing when I go to Germany. So my parents are living in a city with 16,000 inhabitants.
Wow.
And they have a lot of Ukrainians now, they have a lot of Africans now, they have a lot of Afghans, Syrians, Ukraine, like from everywhere, you have the people there. And it's just a population of 16,000 people. So it can be that you go down the road and you don't see a single German, like German. And then we have second generation Turkish people living there who are also in the politics. We have second, third generation Indians living there who are also going into politics. And what is a good sign, because it means they have adapted, they want to be there. And there's a clash. There's people coming in wanting to change the country into what they've come from. And then there are people who are coming and they like it and they want to stay there, and their families are giving them trouble. I think a lot of second, third generation Pakistani, Turkish immigrants, they have a lot of problem. They say, you wanted me to come here, you wanted me to be here, you wanted me to learn the language. Now I am German, besides being from the other country,
And
but
you're
you
not
don't let
letting
me,
me
you don't let me live, you don't let me live that life. Threatening to, oh, we will get you married and shipped off like Turkish girls, we will marry you and you have to go back to Turkey. And they are pakka German, yeah. Unki bhasha, unki looks, unki attitude, unki sab kuch German ban gaye. So, but that happens when it's a regulated influx of people who want to come. And
Who
they
by
have their own-
choice want to come
Yes.
and I think gel into the
Yeah. So
existing
there's a
population,
lot of
yeah.
cultural clash there, and I don't think that's being highlighted enough. It's just being talked about that this immigration is happening, and these people are not wanting to adjust, but there are people who want to, and they're being stopped from their own families.
That's a very interesting point you make. But if you also at the same time say draw comparisons with what happens in India, Bharat has been facing this for a much, much longer time, thousands of years now. And still, you know, somehow, kahin na kahin, ek better integration of cultures and
Yeah, but don't you think that was more like Zabardasti Karwaya? Because if somebody comes in and said, I'm your new king, yeah, kya karu? And I feel like Indians were a lot, for many, many decades, very soft, very accepting. Vasudev Kutumbakam or like...
वसुदेव कुटुंबकम तो अभी भी हम करते हैं
Yeah. That's actually ये हमारा मंजिल है, ये होना ही चाहिए. In a very beautiful, in a very perfect world, ये सब होना ही चाहिए दुनिया में. लेकिन मेहमान can be also the knife in the back. So you have to be careful who you invite in your home.
And do you see that there has been some change in that as well, in the way we are tackling, I would not say a problem, but we are trying to tackle such a diverse society with such diverse faith systems. Over the last 20 years, do you see that there there has been some change in how we tackle it. Are we tackling it better or we've gone worse? Because communalism को लेके रोज शोर होता है कि बढ़ गया
Hmm.
है, बीजेपी जहाँ जाती है हिंदू मुस्लिम दंगे करवाती है. But when uh, try to explain it in terms of what's happening in Europe today or in any other part of the world,
Yeah.
uh, what do you think? I mean, आपको लगता है कि कुछ ऐसा हम बेटर कर रहे हैं या हमसे कुछ सीख सकते हैं बाहर जो?
I think India is a glowing example how you have unity in diversity.
Hmm.
I don't think that small example, like from my childhood, I just shifted from the north of Germany to the south of Germany, and I couldn't speak that accent. Not the language, the accent was not mine. I speak a very proper High German because the area I was born is like you speak a very proper German automatically, and they have an accent, what is also endearing, yeah. And so I was bullied in school because I was not Catholic, I was Protestant, I had long blonde hair, I was wearing glasses, and I didn't speak that accent.
Wow.
So that was
Okay.
enough to be bullied for. So now I don't know what the situation is. I think bullying hasn't gone away. I think it will always happen on some level.
And it's only increased and gotten worse, I think, in a lot of ways.
See, that's only inside of Germany. I have not gone to a different state. I have not gone to a different language per se. Yeah? So I think the acceptance is like there's this fine balance that you have to make between inclusivity and also not being overrun. You know, like keep your culture intact. Look out that the language that is from the state should also be taught and should also be there. Have the gap language, Hindi and English, and then I think that would be the best option. Trying to make it into like this imposition of Hindi on everybody, I don't see that at all, because I was in Kochi, मैंने वहाँ shooting के लिए गए थे, मैंने पूछा लोगों से आप कौन सी भाषा मैं आपसे कैसे बात करूँ, आप हिंदी में बात करना है या अंग्रेजी? नहीं नहीं मैडम हिंदी. Everybody, from the taxi guy to the shopkeeper to the people who were working on the movie cassette. So अंग्रेजी का नहीं है ना. So I think कभी कभी पॉलिटिक्स भी ऐसी है या सुनने के बाद ऐसी लगता है ये ऐसा ही है, लेकिन ग्राउंड रियलिटी कुछ अलग है. आई थिंक द ग्राउंड रियलिटी कभी भी बिल्कुल कुछ अलग है. एंड we can't really rely on what articles are being written or what is being trending on X, because that is like a percentage of the population. And that is sometimes, I think, also a challenge to understand as a government what's going on inside your own state, or for the country's government to understand what's happening in each and every state. I think that's a huge challenge.
But I think that's where organizations like RSS and all work far better than the governments, because I think they work on the ground. And probably that's the reason why, even after trying whatever they could, I think even in Bengal, it translated into votes, because the sentiment which was being so-called created from, Delhi, sitting by the media, most of the media is dominated by Bengalis, and the sentiment that was trying to be created by them was very different from what we see there on ground.
Yeah.
From the visuals coming in, from people who are there and who are
The
calling
celebrations
and talking
yeah.
about it and all. You made a very important point about and especially because I'm sure you're in acting, तो आपको अलग अलग शहरों और छोटे से छोटे कस्बों और उसमें भी जाना पड़ा होगा.
Yes.
How do you see, and from a woman who's been born and brought up in Europe, how do you view the women of India, especially if we compare an urban Indian woman and a rural Indian woman?
Always beautiful. Always graceful, especially in a sari.
Yeah.
I have seen beautiful faces, amazing women. Yeah, I had this conversation with somebody in the middle of Maharashtra, Kolhapur nahi, Pune se aage, bilkul in the middle of nowhere, and my Marathi is kai sangu kasa sangu mala karla nai. So I'm always like, that's my first line. I can act in Marathi, but lines chahiye. So she was talking to me and looking at me and being so happy to see me, and I smiled at her. लेकिन हम लोगों के बीच में कोई भाषा नहीं हुआ, लेकिन हमने बातचीत किया दिल से. So I've seen these beautiful incidences where you just you see, you smile, you appreciate. And that's very different from social media. I think we have to understand ये कुछ अलग है और दुनिया reality कुछ अलग है, and ये distinction बिल्कुल होना ही चाहिए. And
बट एक जो एक
ये
धारणा
नारी
है,
शक्ति, I think नारी शक्ति that I see in this country is something special.
is it? How different is it from something that you see outside of India? Because general Indian women, the perception about Indian women is, स्पेशली जो रूरल इंडिया में है, कि डोसाइल होती हैं, बहुत उनको फ्रीडम नहीं है अपनी बात रखने की. इंडियन women जनरली, यू नो, एज आई सेड, यू नो, पेट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी है, तो दबी
Then go
कुचली
inside the
है.
house and ask who's cutting the purse strings. Many a times the money is in the woman's hand. I said जो भी कहानियाँ आती रहती यार, वो online का article publish हो जाते हैं, they show the extreme cases. I don't think that the reality is like that. I've seen a lot of men bowing to like the woman is the last one who says what's going on. And in a lot of relationship, it's just, I can't look into everybody's houses, but I have not seen, might look meek, but is not.
चलिए थोड़ा सा बात वापस से जाते हैं आपके बॉलीवुड की सफ़र में, आपकी एक्टिंग के
Indian
सफ़र में.
TV and film industry.
Indian
in
TV and
in the
film
film industry, मैं बॉलीवुड से बहुत दूर हूँ.
हाँ, नहीं, मैं अच्छा हुआ आपने क्लैरिफाई कर दिया, क्योंकि मेरा एक सवाल आपसे बॉलीवुड को लेके ज़रूर होगा, क्योंकि एक और एक
नहीं, सवाल
पिछले
तो पूछ
कुछ
सकते, लेकिन मेरा जवाब होना है मुझे नहीं पता है.
नहीं, बट थोड़ी सी आपकी टीवी और फिल्म इंडस्ट्री की यात्रा से शुरू करते हैं. आउट ऑफ द इंटायर मैप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, व्हाट मेड यू कम टू इंडिया?
नहीं, इंडिया मुझे चूज किया, मैंने इंडिया नहीं चूज किया. It just happened. मैंने दुबई, I was there, I got a movie there, I met a lot of Indian people. मैं वहाँ पे हिंदी शुरू किया. उसके बाद ये प्रोड्यूसर मिला, वो मुझे इनवाइट किया उनके परिवार के साथ रहने का, एक छुट्टी लेने का. And I came here first time, fell in love with the country, with the people, with everything. Like I didn't feel it's a strange new country. Like मैं Thailand visit किया, मैंने South Korea, I was living there for 4 years. मैंने Taiwan में 2 साल spend किया. And you come and you feel like, अरे यार, अभी ढूंढना है कैसे, क्या चल रहा है. I never had that with India. I always had the feeling I've come home on some level what I could not explain.
How beautiful.
So because of that connection, the invitation happened, and then another invitation happened, then a TV show happened, अस्तित्व एक प्रेम कहानी. उसके बाद और roles मिली थी. उसके बाद मेरा husband को मिला, my late husband Akhil Mishra. तो उसके बाद it's just like टक 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 टक, and 20 साल हो गया. पता
आई
नहीं
नो.
चला.
एंड अगर हम देखें तो कई ऐसे कैरेक्टर्स आपने किरदार निभाए हैं जिनके लिए मुझे लगता है मेन कैरेक्टर से ज़्यादा पॉपुलैरिटी आप पाए हैं. स्पेशली जो मोस्ट रीसेंट मुझे अभी याद आता है, अस्तित्व वगैरह के टाइम में टीन एज में थी, तो आई स्टिल रिकॉल दोस यू नो कैरेक्टर्स इन दैट सीरियल. एंड जो आपने जो फर्स्ट सीरियल शुरू किया था उसका भी मतलब काफ़ी बड़ा फ़ैन बेस रहा था उस सीरियल का भी. एंड बालाजी के खासकर काफ़ी सारे जो सीरियल्स थे वो काफ़ी
स्मृति
पॉपुलर
ईरानी
रहे.
was on my बाजू वाले set पे.
आई नो. जो आपका कैरेक्टर आज की डेट में याद आता है वो
हाँ
वाला
जी.
कैरेक्टर याद आता
Yes.
है, बिंदुसार की मदर का कैरेक्टर, स्टेप मदर का कैरेक्टर, जो आपने इतने परफेक्शन के साथ निभाया कि मुझे लगता नहीं है कि उसको कोई और उस तरह से पोर्ट्रे कर सोच भी पाया होगा कि हमको इस तरह से पोर्ट्रे करना चाहिए.
बालाजी ने कोशिश किया.
हाँ.
बालाजी ने कोशिश किया, मुझे अप्रोच भी किया, लेकिन किसी और को दिया
जी.
भूमिका, the role went to somebody else. And मुझे पता चला कि मेरे scenes उनको दिखाया ये कॉपी करने के लिए. And the show
Oh.
shut in 3-4 months.
Oh.
So
Oh, that's a
it
scoop.
didn't work. Yeah, I mean there was a parallel one,
Hmm.
and that was Tanu Khan. She played another Queen Helena in a different show. That was Chandragupta Maurya, and ours was Chakravarti and Ashok Samrat.
Ashok Samrat.
So we were running simultaneously, and then we met, and that picture went viral because 2 Queen Helenas in one frame. Who could have imagined?
I recall that. Yes, yeah. And I think some of the papers also picked it up.
It
Yeah.
was fun. It was a wonderful character, one of the hardest, like psychology and physiology. It was on every level a very hard character because of the shooting conditions. And it was a half wig, it was a crown, it was the costume, it was a Hindi, Sanskritized Hindi, like not uske baad is uske paschat, आश्चर्य की बात, षड्यंत्र, ऐसे शब्द मैंने कभी इस्तेमाल नहीं किया. So Akhil stopped all his work. हम करजत में शिफ्ट किया, वहाँ इंडी स्टूडियो थी, and we were just shooting there, and he was helping me to सुबह का lines, you get the lines on the set in the morning, you don't get time to rehearse or anything. So he was going through the script, he was reading it out, उसके बाद उसका जैसे कैसे क्या pronounce करना है उनका तरीका था. So he was working on the script, उसके बाद WhatsApp recording किया, so I could listen to it. उसके बाद shooting किया.
Wow, that talks a lot about your mind. I mean, that's a brilliant mind who
नहीं,
can
अभी
pick up
मुझे लगता है
language so
अभी
quickly.
मुझे लगता है अभी नहीं होगा.
I recall, I mean, Tom Alter साहब, I can't call him a friend because he was much older, but Tom Alter जो है वो बहुत अच्छे मित्र थे मेरे.
मैंने उसके साथ शूट किया 3 बार.
हाँ, and a wonderful, wonderful person
Yes.
who was उनके साथ मुसीबत ये होती थी कि उनको जो है जब भी शुरू की एक्टिंग रोल्स मिले वो सारे ऐसे मिले जहाँ पे उन्हें एक अंग्रेज बनना होता था जो उनको बनने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी, बट उनको बोलना भी उस तरह से पड़ता था because otherwise if you speak to Tom Alter, he speaks wonderful chaste
यहाँ
Hindi
पैदा
and
हुए.
Hindi, हाँ,
या,
absolutely,
तो
Urdu and Hindi is absolutely wonderful. तो वो मुझे एक दिन ऐसे ही हम लोग बैठे हुए थे तो वही मजाक कर रहे थे कि मतलब मुझे कई बार ये करना पड़ता है, I have to actually act out like a British.
या और ये बहुत मुश्किल है, मेरे से नहीं होगा. I've been like I have auditioned for अंग्रेजी characters, like मिला and then they were like going with my accent. लेकिन वो अंग्रेजी या वो अमेरिकन और ब्रिटिश एक्सेंट हिंदी के ऊपर मेरे लिए बहुत मुश्किल है. लाइक वो समझ में नहीं आया क्या कैसे.
बट ये जो भाषा का जो एक चैलेंज माना जाता है अदरवाइज, आई मीन इवन यू नो देयर इज अ when Indians go and act in movies abroad or when an Indian is portrayed in movies abroad, एक particular language एक तरीका होता है जिसे एप करने की कोशिश करते हैं इवन इंटरनेशनली यू नो वेस्ट में कि
पता नहीं है क्यों ये, क्योंकि वो
बट आपको क्या ऐसा कुछ फील हुआ कभी इंडिया में कि आपको मतलब कोशिश की जा रही है कि एक डेलिबरेटली आपको एक तरह से बोलने की कोशिश करनी है ताकि आप लगें कि आप जो है फॉरेन कंट्री से हैं.
असुर, मैंने असुर एक
हाँ,
एपिसोड किया और एक्चुअली वो इट वाज अ लॉन्गर कैरेक्टर, लेकिन ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. उसके बाद मेरी सहेली ने डब किया, सबरीन बेकर, शी इज अ कैनेडियन एक्ट्रेस. तो पहले नहीं आपकी भाषा बिल्कुल ठीक है, आपकी एक्सेंट बिल्कुल ठीक है, आप कोई बात नहीं, हम ऐसे ही होना चाहिए. अचानक 6 महीने के बाद अरे यार आप शायद वो डबिंग करनी है, वो हल्का सा अंग्रेजी ऐसा ठीक है लेकिन ये अलग rhythm hai. Yeah. If you speak in English, it's a different tak tak tak.
True.
If you're in German, it's tak tak tak. Or if it is in Bengali, it's ta ta ta. Yeah, सब अलग अलग है यार. So if you tell me उसके बाद मैं कैसे करूँ क्योंकि मेरे lip movements अलग है.
True.
So मैंने कोशिश की, उन्होंने मना किया. उसके बाद सबरीन को दिया था. She did a hell of a job. यार कोई नहीं पता चला कि मेरी आवाज़ नहीं है, बिल्कुल मैच किया. और अशोक में मेरी आवाज़ भी नहीं है.
अच्छा.
क्योंकि शुरुआत में इसी मुश्किल लाइन से मेरे से नहीं हुआ था. मैंने डबिंग किया और गलत किया कि किसी को मुझे इन्फॉर्म नहीं किया कि किसी और को डब किया. They kept it quiet. तो on the day of the telecast I was looking at the screen and मैंने बहुत दिल से ये लाइन बोला, शीश मांगा था बिंदुसार का. और डबिंग की आवाज़, शीश मांगा था बिंदुसार का. तो ये आवाज 3 महीने के लिए रख लिया, उसके बाद चेंज किया.
बट आपको लगता है
किसी को मिला वो मेरी हल्का सा
हूबहू मैच कर
शी वाज वेरी गुड.
बट आपको क्या ये रेगुलर प्रॉब्लम्स फेस करनी पड़ती हैं जहां आपको लगता है कि
मुझे लगता है सारे एक्टर्स का सब अलग अलग प्रॉब्लम्स है, अलग तरीका का है. I don't think it is a typical thing. I had a director. सुजन जी हल्का सा एक्सेंट लगा दीजिए. कौन सा एक्सेंट चाहिए, ये तो एक्सेंट है नहीं आपकी, बिल्कुल सही है नहीं, हल्का सा कौन से एक्सेंट चाहिए, अंग्रेजी, फ्रेंच, जर्मन, स्पेनिश, नहीं फॉरेनर एक्सेंट, अच्छा ठीक है, कोशिश कर रही हूँ नहीं फॉरेनर एक्सेंट
No,
में
this
डाल
is
रही हूँ.
exactly what Tom also told me. That,
It's
मतलब it's
difficult.
very difficult.
I can't
आप
do a
ना
German accent.
हाँ
अगर ये है मेरा एक्सेंट है, मुझे नहीं मालूम ये जर्मन है कि नहीं है, मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है आजकल क्या हो रहा है. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इट इज. पर जो भी मैं ऑनलाइन देख रही हूँ दूसरे लोगों को, वो जर्मन्स वो अंग्रेजी में बात कर रही है, वो उनका एक्सेंट है, एंड आई से आई कांट डू दैट, समझ में नहीं आया कैसे. I'm
My
not good at
brother
it.
speaks wonderful German,
अच्छा,
and he's
कैसे?
married a Serbian.
Oh,
So he took it up as a subject, and we are all good with probably picking up new languages at a certain age. So he was very young when he started learning German, and he speaks brilliantly. तो मैं उसको ज़रूर बोलूँगी कि ये एपिसोड देखेंगे. But when he was getting married, and again, now I'm coming to something which is very personal. You chose to get married to an Indian guy, which is very normal these days. My brother got married to a Serbian. और वो अब आजकल हिंदी सीख रही है ताकि एटलीस्ट शी कैन कम्युनिकेट विद हर सासू माँ, माय मदर एंड माय मदर.
या शुरुआत में मेरे से नहीं हुआ था. I was
हाँ
like just
हाँ
smiling and she was smiling and
yeah, so that's what happens with between them as well. But the question is that how different and difficult is it to settle into uh, a married life with somebody who's coming from a completely different culture?
I think Ake must have been very cosmopolitan because I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel.
Before we move ahead, just a small reminder to hit the subscribe button. बट यहाँ तो बात होती है कि अगर हिंदू और मुस्लिम्स के बीच में शादी होती है तो कल्चरल डिफरेंसेस आ जाते हैं. बहुत सारी ऐसी डिफरेंसेस हैं जो बिल्कुल कहीं नहीं मेल खाते हैं. बट आपने जब शादी की और ये निर्णय लिया कि मैं एक हिंदुस्तानी लड़के से शादी करूँगी, तो आपको क्या कुछ ऐसा बैक ऑफ द माइंड, या आपकी फैमिली से आपको कभी ऐसा हो रहा, या आपके बैक ऑफ द माइंड रहा, या कभी आप कह रहे हैं कि इट वाज अ वेरी वेरी कॉस्मोपॉलिटन काइंड ऑफ?
Very natural. No. I saw this post on Instagram again. Sorry, but I'm there a lot. If you want to like come on my post and you comment, I answer back. By the way,
How lovely.
yeah,
Okay.
I like to talk to my people. So I saw this beautiful post about us born in the 70s, 80s, that we were born and we were raised colorblind to the fact of if a person is black or white or
yeah.
from whatever background, yeah. And there's a trend towards this now. It's like, no, if you're doing it like this, and then you are that, and then there is racism, and there's like, and literally, in my family, it didn't matter where somebody is from, If they were coming, they were always greeted with a come sit, be with us. And Ake was accepted like that. I was accepted by his family like that. I don't think it ever occurred to anybody that I'm a foreigner or that it should be a problem or there should be an issue. And शुरुआत में, of course, there come some complications, but I never had any issues except I don't want the food to be spicy. Sorry. Yeah.
I see you following politics very closely.
Yeah.
आपका ट्विटर जो है वो उसमें आपके कई कमेंट्स आते हैं, कई पोस्ट आते हैं जो apart from what's happening in your life and otherwise the nice ones, you also have a lot of political posts. और recently आपका एक फोटोग्राफ भी आपने पोस्ट किया मोदी जी के साथ जो आप खड़ी थी. It looked like a fangirl post.
Yes, it is.
What is it about Modi that you really like so much? Because I see a lot of your posts which are very appreciative of him, which are what is it that you like about him?
I think he's a visionary, and I think he has woken up the country from its slumber to bring it ahead. And I think that he's just giving his everything. The picture I have is from the day when he flew in from Israel after his state visit. I don't see this man sleeping. And he's open to a lot of suggestions, to a lot of people who are able to talk to him about projects. And he's not up there and saying, I know everything best. I think he gets good inputs by people around him as well. And he's a unifier. The sabke saath, sabka vikas is not coming from somewhere. And people are saying, no, it's not like that. But that's actually the sur that the country is running on. Hopefully running more and more on it.
But he's the biggest enemy for a lot of them who are in the opposition.
Yeah.
And the opposition does not probably behave the way it usually does in the West. यहाँ का opposition बहुत differently behave करता है. आप अगर politics को देखें इंडिया की, तो आप उसको किस तरह से define करेंगे कि what do you see in this politics which you think is not very common in politics in any
I
other
don't know,
country?
because Germany just outruled the AfD. Like we had an election and a lot of people were voting for them, and they were just like, oh, these votes don't count. Yeah, look at Italy. They're having their own issues. She's trying for a lot of things that she can't fulfill, and at the moment everything is going haywire with whatever is going on with Iran and Israel and America. And okay, that's a whole different ball game. So I think that being in India right now is a safe place. If you look at it, Europe is having the Ukraine-Russia war going on, and you never know what's going on there. Then Turkey is having their own little dance and whatever they're doing, and then you're looking, and the Middle East is in a dilemma, and Trump is doing whatever he feels like. So at least we have somebody who's steering the ship ahead in a calm manner. Opposition, in an ideal world, should be a strong opposition, because a strong opposition balances out. And but an opposition should also propose things, not just be आपके खिलाफ, आपके या तो आपके plan क्या है? नहीं, हम आपके खिलाफ. Yeah, so it's like if you are against, you're not bringing anything to the table. You should have some ideas. You should have some propositions. You should have a plan. Just saying, okay, we will undo everything you have done is not a plan for me. Yeah, and I think that's where they're faltering a lot, because we're fighting Modi is not a political agenda, is not a manifest. Sorry. But I don't know if India is so different to other countries, or other countries are so, like, I see a lot of chaos all around the world.
Yeah, but the definition of chaos in India is very different than what the definition of chaos is in the world.
Maybe I'm too Indian now, maybe.
That's so sweet. But, since you mentioned Israel, and you mentioned, I mean, you're from Germany, and there is a history there.
Yes.
How do you view Israel's, and I don't know if you would like to answer this or not, I'm not sure if you are studying it that closely, but there is a very natural connect that usually a common Indian finds with Israel.
Yeah, I see a lot of support and a lot of understanding from both the sides, because both of the countries experience terrorist attacks. Both of the countries have non-favorable neighbors, yeah, to just put it lightly. And they resonate, because both of the countries are also having long, like hundreds of years of culture they bring into the table. They have not just popped up and say, oh, here we are. They have grown, India and Israel are having these same roots kind of a thing, ancient cultures, ancient languages, ancient rituals that are still being, like, you have prayers in Jerusalem that are hundreds of years old. And then you have the same kind of prayers in Hampi in a mandir, and it's just, I think they just resonate on that level, and you can't even put it in words. I think there's a big understanding. And yes, there are even Jews here, yeah? I don't know if you know that.
I know, there's a
quite
a prominent community of Jews
here. Yes, a prominent community here, and a lot of them, like there is this girl who's having a YouTube channel, Moses in Israel, shout out. She is an Indian Jew living there and trying to combine these cultures, She's having a channel where she is interviewing people, and she's talking a lot about the similarities, how many times holidays are falling on the same dates. because it's a different calendar. So a lot of associations, food-wise and culture-wise, and yeah.
Before we move ahead, just a small reminder to hit the subscribe button. बट वहीं ऐसा होता है सुजैन कि Jews are considered are labeled, and there is a huge anti-Jew sentiment in the academics, in media, across the world. They are trying to portray them as these villains who are
I don't understand. I don't understand how after 7th October and seeing the pictures, the videos and everything that has come from there, how people can just stand up and say they have done this to themselves. I don't understand how people can actually go out of their way to attack such a small population and make them into this huge villain and this gigantic, I don't know, deep state, and what all nonsense is coming out of people. It is absolutely astounding to me because I've never met softer, nicer, beautiful human beings. Yeah, like every Jew I have met up to now is just an amazing human being. Yeah, and I do not understand that. And I think in India they are here because there was that's the only place where they were not persecuted, except in
true
Goa under the Portuguese rule. So that's another thing, that it was a safe haven. And there's even like books. A book has just come out now where the author, his grandfather, was actually for a treatment in Vienna, and Jews approached him on the road, and he made some documents and he got them out. He got them here, where they again got in trouble because the British were here at that time. So he just wrote a book on that, Rescue in Vienna. So that's also like these stories are coming out, and yeah, the hate and the I mean, I'm German. I have this history. I grew up with a lot of guilt about something that was not even mine, and meeting people from Israel and meeting Jewish people, they were like, "Why are you feeling guilty about it? You should relax about this. This is not you. This is not even." My father was born in 1944, so even your father is not responsible for what happened at that time. But it has formed Germany in such a way that a lot of the politics that are happening right there, right now, are coming from this, from a deep-seated guilt that was implemented because it was like a good tool to rule the country, and now that is becoming again an outburst of anti-Semitism that just scares me. Yeah, I mean, it's a worldwide thing, and there are too many attacks happening. Too many times I see it again and again. Somebody's being attacked, somebody's being stabbed, something here, something there. And come on, look at there's also something that the state of Israel and being a Jewish is being combined. Yeah, so they're mixing up the religion with the politics, and people are being attacked for what their state is doing in a country that they're not living in, and maybe they're even third, fourth, fifth generation American or whatever, and they are not.
They're still facing
They're still
that kind of
facing
hate.
this, and it's such a weird hate. I don't know where it's coming from. I do not understand this. I don't understand this. It's like organized in a very, very good way, you know, the PR, that's something else I'm seeing, that the truth cannot outrun the wrong PR, the very powerful PR.
Right.
Like Operation Sindoor. How many articles have come about, hey, Pakistan, we have won, and this was our, like, and how many planes we shot. Like, hello, where do you have the information from? Who is your source? What are you talking about? Where are the facts? And Israel is facing the same thing.
It's a matter of convenience, no? For the academia and the media that is anti-Semitic and anti-Modi in a lot of ways. And why I put both of them together is because I'll move on to my next question. And that's where this entire PR activity generates, out of. But another very important part of all this is, you have the media, you have the academics, but you also have stories that are told through the visual medium. That is the Bollywood. That's the film industry.
Yeah.
And we always see, most of the times, we see them standing on the other side of the spectrum. For someone like you who has a very clear opinion on the politics of India, do you see it impact or affect your relationships with people in the industry? Because growingly बहुत लोगों ने आके बाहर बोला है कि अगर आप एक certain kind of nationalist approach रखते हैं तो आपको थोड़ा कॉर्नर करने की कोशिश
Yeah,
करते
look at
हैं.
Anupam Kher, he's working.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it is a matter of characters, roles, and stuff like that. I don't think that I think with me it's a different story. I think it's first of all foreigner, and second of all, it's my age. Because they are writing usually for like an 18-year-old or 24-year-old, or now it's gone up to 30, 40 max, yeah. But then it's kind of like stops, and I think that's
No, but there's Madhuri Dixit
yeah, but
putting
she's
up a
Indian. She's Indian. You have to understand that for a character like for me to exist, I cannot play an Indian.
Of course.
I can play maybe a half Indian at the most. Makran Deshpande has done that. He made me into a half Indian, half German girl. So that can work. But a character, either it's written in a script and it's a small, insignificant character, side character that is just needed for some fluff in the story, or if it is a real character, then it has to be created. It has to be there, you know. Like Queen Helena was conceptualized, and then they looked for the actress, and then I got the part because they needed it. Or in Makran Deshpande's case, he saw me on stage. He liked my performance. He wanted me in the movie. He wrote like he had the character, but he just changed it in its basis so I could
And
be that
fit in it
character,
for
so
you.
I could fit into it. So that's easier when you're younger. I think there's a problem because they can't use the typical bahar se aa rahi hai fir rangi bahu bana rahi hai. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, so with me they would not know how to write a story. Maybe stories will come, but it is.
No, but my question was more about the politics of
Yeah,
it.
I don't
Their
think so.
political
No,
opinions. If you look at Madhuri Dixit, there was a lot of anger and
All Eyes on Rafa.
controversy. Yeah, the
Yeah.
All Eyes on Rafa post that she made.
Yes.
A lot of these
I
Bollywood
think that
people have been doing
I think
things.
it was paid. I'm sorry. I think none of these Instagram accounts are doing anything without being paid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that anybody's doing that out of the goodness of their hearts. So
And
I
how
think
about
it's-
how about this notion of
No,
Islamization?
and
of,
then
yeah.
the smaller accounts, they are just following it
They
because
just follow
they
it and
see
pick
it
it up.
like, you know, this is the wave, and they're going along with the wave without doing the work behind it. Like, as I said, I was not politically aware of anything maybe until 2016, 17, I think it started. So for many years, I was just like not politically aware because my whole
What
focus,
made it start?
My whole focus was on acting. Too many people coming wanting me to play Sonia Gandhi, maybe.
Ah, yes, yeah.
This happened from the moment I entered India, and it never came to anything because of you couldn't make a movie on her. So now there's a different environment, so movies are being made on everybody, on anybody. So
Interesting.
no, you said about us, if people don't talk to me, they haven't spoken to me anyways. After my husband passed away, like theater people were giving condolences, and Manoj Bajpayee tweeted about it, but nobody else
Did
reached
because he
out
had
or-
a very clear political opinion.
even if you have a political opinion, I don't think it should stop you from.
No, exactly. What I mean is because people didn't pay condolences because he had a very clear.
Akhil? No, not really. He was not so outspoken.
Then why do you think it happened?
I don't know. I found it very bizarre. Because he was famous from being Dubey Ji in Three Idiots, so the whole internet was reaching out to me, and I got a lot of support from that side. But otherwise, it was like a wall of silence.
Do you think Bollywood is very harsh to
Yes.
outsiders?
Yes, yes. I mean, Kangana Ranaut is saying she's an outsider. I think if she's an outsider, I'm sitting on the moon. Literally, because she has a hard time. She had a hard time. She's doing her thing because now she has the power and she has the money behind it. She can fulfill her own visions. I do not have that. But I applaud her for that. I met her. She knew who I am. In that whole picture that we are there, in that picture with Modi ji, she knew who I am. She said, "Hi, Suzanne." And that was a big deal for me because I knew other people in that frame and they didn't talk. So
Interesting. Before I let you go, Suzanne, one last question, and I'll ask you in Hindi
अच्छा
so that we
ठीक है
close the
चलो
program in Hindi.
विश मी
Uh,
लक
हाल फिलहाल की कुछ मूवीज़ हैं जिसमें धुरंधर एक बहुत मेजर ब्लॉकबस्टर रही है। हाल फिलहाल की कुछ मूवीज़ में आप ये चेंजेस धीरे-धीरे देख रहे हैं। एक इस्लामाइज़ेशन ऑफ बॉलीवुड की बात जो होती है कि बॉलीवुड में एक काफ़ी लंबे दौर तक इस तरह की फ़िल्में बनी, इस तरह का कंटेंट बना which used to portray dons and all in a very nice hunky dory kind of uh, that kind of picture was portrayed about them. धीरे धीरे जो है बॉलीवुड की मूवीज़ के थ्रू एक स्टोरी टेलिंग में चेंज आता नज़र आ रहा है। उसका मोस्ट रीसेंट एग्जांपल है धुरंधर। आपने देखी है धुरंधर?
हाँ बिल्कुल
आप इस चेंज को कैसे देखती हैं? आई एम श्योर व्हेन यू आर एक्टिंग तो आप खुद भी काफ़ी फ़िल्म्स एंड थिएटर एंड मूवीज़ एंड रीजनल मूवीज़ देखते होंगे।
हम्म
डू यू रियली सी कि एक एफ़र्ट किया जा रहा है या आपको लगता है कि ये सिर्फ़ कुछ समय का एक चेंज है जो बॉलीवुड
नहीं
अपने
मुझे नहीं
अंदर
लगता ये कुछ समय का है मुझे लगता है ये इम्पैक्ट अभी भी का है और होने वाली है इट्स
हुँ,
इट्स एन इम्पैक्ट डेफिनेटली
हुँ,
and I don't think that anybody was understanding what they were doing in the 70s or 80s up to the 90s. I don't think this was intentional. It was just like a stereotyping.
इज़ इट?
Yeah, because I think that there was always this cultural thing that you say, oh, you make a lot of Sardar jokes. The foreigner that comes is always clumsy and stupid, doesn't know how to wear a sari, and falls on her own face and can't eat spicy. You have these stereotypes, and they were playing with that.
हुँ,
When did it become intentional? I think that somebody has to study. Yeah, because I don't know if that was intentional.
So do you think that is changing? A foreigner being clumsy and stupid and falling over. Do you think it's changing? That
Yeah, but if
portrayal and stereotyping has changed?
yeah, but sometimes it can be fun. You know, it
Yeah.
depends on what you do with it.
Being
Yeah,
an actor, it could
it
be
could
as
be
a,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It should not be the only representation. If it's only yeah, ये रंग बदलना है यार अगर सिर्फ एक लाइट में होना है then it's a problem. I think if it is in one movie the Brahmin is shown as an evil and the next movie the Brahmin is shown as a very good guy, I don't think we would have the issue, we would have the discussions now. I think if that would have been more
Balanced
inclusive,
and
but it was also easy ना वो stereotype movies आजकल भी है कि अच्छा लड़की लड़का प्यार हो गया पेरेंट्स के खिलाफ भागना है वापस आना है माफ़ी माफ़ी उसके बाद सब ठीक है या इसमें हल्का सा ये मसाला लगा दो और गाना लगा दो और मिक्स करके मूवी बन गई स्टार्स होना चाहिए अगर स्टार्स नहीं मिल रहा है तो स्टार्स के बच्चे होना चाहिए सो इट्स दैट स्टिल इज हैपनिंग बिकॉज इफ यू कम विद अ स्क्रिप्ट इसमें कौन कौन स्टार है द स्क्रिप्ट इज द स्टार एंड आई डोंट थिंक that mindset has changed yet. I think it's still becoming. I mean, we have great movies. We have Kantara, we have Durandar, we have these really outstanding movies, but the formula is still going on.
Well, let's hope it's a positive change towards more nationalistic movies, which I don't see any problem with. I don't know why nationalism is quote unquote, portrayed to be
Gali.
yeah. But Suzanne, it was wonderful talking to you.
Thanks
I
for
know
having me.
the time that we have, the limitation of time, did not allow us to speak on a lot of other subjects. But I'm sure we'll get you back on the podcast.
That would be fun.
And it was wonderful meeting you.
Thanks.
I
Same here.
loved the character you played in Ashoka, and I think that was the first time which I think a lot of us stood up, and I mean, it made us all sit up and watch and see, that there is this perfect embodiment of beauty, brains, power, and you played it so wonderfully well.
Thank you. Thank you. That
thank
was the
you so
character
much.
I didn't want to do. I was scared.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. We should have talked about that
Next time.
But thank you so much for coming to the Indic Pen
Thanks.
podcast.
Thanks.
Every civilization has stories worth remembering. If you want to be part of reclaiming the Indic narrative, subscribe to this podcast right now and share it with those who value our heritage.